Humans will be able to travel to other galaxies sooner than you think. The ability of humans to endure extended periods in space has been a long-standing research topic for scientists. In order to travel to distant galaxies, humans must meet certain survival conditions. How possible is it for humanity to travel to other galaxies? If we travel to other galaxies, will it be safe for us to live in? All these bother you, right? Relax. We have all you need, you know. Welcome to our channel, where you get real updates about space and technologies. In today's video, we are discussing how humans will be able to travel to other galaxies sooner than you think. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and also smash the bell icon so that you can be notified when we release a new video. Kindly stay tuned to the end of this video to know how limited humans are to other galaxies. Thanks. It all began in 1962 when John Glenn became the first American in space. The first great accomplishment was that he circled the Earth 3 times. In 1969, Neil Armstrong and the Apollo 2 spacecraft departed Earth's orbit and made their way to the moon, where they touched down. NASA and Elon Musk's SpaceX are now working on ideas to take humans to Mars using our technologies in place. The following stage may not seem so far-fetched and development is maintained. Using current robotic missions, we have discovered that there is water beneath the surface of Mars. The future Mars settlements will not require the transportation of additional raw materials from Earth, thanks to an abundance of these resources already on the planet. Reaching out to distant worlds is a more futuristic concept. There is a growing interest in a voyage to Mars that could lead humans to living there, even though water has only been found in frozen form on Mars. To carry out these missions, we need cutting-edge technology that we lack now. However, it's feasible that people will one day be able to travel enormous distances in a matter of seconds. Spending extended periods in space has a detrimental effect on the human body, and this would eliminate that issue. Scientists have a larger picture in mind. As a means of pursuing their dreams, they conjure up scenarios that are impossible to achieve. There's nothing wrong with fantasizing about visiting a faraway planet in another solar system or perhaps another galaxy. It's hard to comprehend these things right now. It belongs in science fiction. But could you ever envision yourself always having a phone with you when you were a kid? It is possible to call everyone on the globe with this device. Thanks to technological advances, intergalactic space probes are already being sent to the most remote corners of our cosmos. Is it possible for humans to survive a long trip to a different galaxy? Sending humans on a one-way trip that only their descendants would experience would be necessary for this type of journey. The human body is capable of withstanding long distances, but what impact would such a journey have on it? Discovered 7 Earth-like planets in a solar system called TRAPPIST-1, which is 39 light-years away, in February 2017. Life could exist in any one of these worlds, unless we can go there. I'm not talking about intelligent life, but if we can get there, they may support human life. There are 2 concerns to consider if that's possible, and it's what we would have to survive with limited resources and recycle what we had on the spacecraft. It is now being explored in space with experiments on the International Space Station, and also it would take a very long period in human terms. The departing travelers would miss out on the destination's attractions. Reproducing in space is essential for the continuations of humankind's species. Procreation by humans in zero gravity has never been attempted to give birth to people in outer space. Using lab rats, scientists have learned a great deal from their experiments. How the fetus grows and develops in a weightless environment is critical to successful human reproduction in outer space. Severe brain disorders may be caused by prenatal weightlessness. As an example, our inner ear begins to grow before we are born in order to maintain a sense of equilibrium. Because of the lack of gravity, a baby's natural instinct to kick and move about will change. We do not know the long-term impacts on humans. Without gravity, giving birth to a child would be a completely different experience. As a result, the amniotic fluids would be released into the atmosphere. To keep these fluids confined, they'll likely have to be suctioned like toilets in the International Space Station do. From birth, the baby's ability to survive is being developed, but the brain does not develop sight properly if there is no daylight. In the absence of gravity, the brain cannot acquire a sense of equilibrium. It won't be an issue while in orbit, but what about when we finally arrive on a planet that is habitable for humans? they'll have a hard time keeping their feet on the ground because their bones are still developing. They will not be able to bear the weight of their own bodies. There are limits to how far humans can go in the universe. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe button. Thanks. In the vastness of space, you might imagine that if we can grasp the rules of nature and construct a good enough technology, there are no boundaries to what we can discover. Interstellar and intergalactic travel could be possible if humanity had nuclear fusion technology, antimatter storage capabilities, or the ability to harness dark matter as we traveled. Our goal could potentially be achieved with a single human lifetime by speeding oneself over months or even years to near light speeds. It's true that even in the best case scenario, we'll never be able to access all of the universe's mysteries. Everything in the universe would be within grasp if it were static, constant, and unchanged for eternity. As a result, our universe is expanding, cooling, and gravitating from a hot, dense condition known as the Big Bang rather than any of the above. We can see it all from where we are right now, more than 1 billion stars in each galaxy, expanding in all directions for billions of light years, and beyond them, the hot Big Bang remnants may still be seen. A long time ago, this brilliance was so intense that it broke nuclei in half and even generated matter and antimatter on its own. Today, the microwave section of the electromagnetic spectrum is at a temperature of less than 3K above absolute zero, thanks to the expansion of the universe. Radiation moving at the speed of light, which is faster than any kind of matter can ever travel, has decreased in energy as the universe expands. The expansion of distant galaxies can be slowed down by gravitational attraction, and this has been observed for some time in our own galaxy's distant past. It wasn't long until the light from these faraway objects caught up with us, and we were able to see more of them. A new sort of energy, dark energy, became essential about 6 billion years ago when space expanded to such a big volume and the density of things, including matter and radiation, plummeted to such a low value. Expansion in the universe has accelerated due to this new source of energy, and distant galaxies are now moving apart from one another at an increasing rate. Despite this, the gravitational pull of atoms, stars, and even entire galaxies was still strong enough to attract them together. There is no way for dark energy to separate our local group, which includes the Milky Way, Andromeda, Triangulum, and around 50 other smaller galaxies, which have been tied together for a long time. A gigantic elliptical galaxy known as Milkdromeda will form over time as all the galaxies in our local group merge together. The Milky Way Andromeda merger will take place in around 4 billion years, generating the most beautiful night sky Earth has ever seen. In addition to the galaxies in our neighborhood, there will be many more moving away from one another. We will be able to see the nearest galaxies beyond our local group in any wavelength of light, even with the most powerful telescopes we could ever create after enough time has passed. Big Bang evaporation would leave us with only the stars in our own galaxy, and no trace of it would remain. As long as we keep making new ones, we'll have those burning for trillions and trillions of years. Future generations will have no way of knowing how the universe came to be, the Big Bang, other galaxies, and the processes that brought them into being, since those memories will be erased from what can be observed. There are only 3% of the stars and galaxies in the observable universe that can be reached, even if we leave today at nearly the speed of light for the farthest places we can envisage. If humans are able to travel to the galaxies, do you think we can provide all the safety measures? Kindly comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel, and also hit the bell icon so that you can be notified when we release a new video. Thanks.